Hello Aquarius, Ashley here, and we're going to do your reading for the week of April 11th. We're going to look at last week, and that just helps me get an idea of what's unfolding this week. And then we're going to take a peek into the future here to see what's coming in for you, so you can be prepared as to what to expect. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment down below. Definitely helps to support the channel, helps the algorithm, and helps me. So I appreciate your energy. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. So we got some wisdom here in the past week. We have the owl spirit. It says, listen to the messages of the angels. This also feels like your higher self, your higher intuition. We do have I'm really noticing this like other owl here up in the sky above this one. So this could be communication that you've received from someone that you know well as a wise person. Someone could give you some insight. This week we have the warrior. It says be fearless and stand strong. So definitely got some of that fiery energy going on there. And then this next week, we have the coffin and the anchor. So this could be a couple of things. We're going to see when we get some tarot laid out here. But this can be kind of grounding in a rebirth of some kind. This could also be some sort of stabilizing force in your life coming to an end. So we're going to see which way that goes. We have the Six of Swords popping out, so we'll keep that in mind, but definitely moving on from something that may have been challenging into a more peaceful place here. All right, let's look at this. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Sun, and the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an earth sign or someone with strong earth in their chart, specifically Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be. This can also be a long-term partner here or a mother figure. So whether it's the mother of your children or your mother, could be any of those. We also have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Interesting. I kind of feel like it's almost like you're kind of pulling back in order to build your own confidence here to make a decision. There may have been some indecision that you've been kind of grappling with here. And then coming into the next week, it's kind of like, do I decide to come out of silence in order to communicate what I have chosen? Interesting. Now, there's Three of Pentacles here. This could be somebody that does want to partner up with you here in this past position. Could be a love relationship with the Ten of Cups here. So, like I was saying, this could be the mother of your children. This could be someone that you want to have your children. Or this could be your energy, Aquarius, if you're in kind of one of those positions. You have resources. You have this very nurturing energy. We're going to find out when we clarify. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Pentacles, Temperance, Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the Chariot. So it does look like someone here is kind of wanting to mend fences. Now, I will say that has come up for several signs so far. It's like the past is making one last attempt. So you do have a choice here. on whether or not to move into healing and manifest this with this person, perhaps, because we have the Three of Cups. This could also be some movement in the area of finances. There could be kind of a move or some movement that you've been waiting for here. So we're going to see, there could be an offer coming in with this Page of Pentacles. So let's clarify this. So again, we have the Owl for last week. Listen to the messages of the angels. To me, it feels like a message of peace, a peace offering. It doesn't have to be, but that's kind of what I was picking up on from that owl up above. Could very well be that someone here is wanting to reconnect or work towards a common goal here, perhaps. So let's see what we get when we clarify. Got a lot of earth here, some fire, and a little bit of air. Could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo as well. Let's look at this Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Wands. So somebody wants to open a door with you. They have this very exciting message that they've come forward with. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, to me, what that says is they're ready to put in the time and effort here, but this could be a message that you had been waiting for a period of time. And you might also be assessing whether or not this proposal is a good idea, right? The Ten of Cups, we have the Magician. So some Gemini, Virgo there. And the Two of Swords. We do have the Two of Swords showing up here next week as well. It could simply be that you've been in some indecision about whether or not to make this happen. It does feel to me that this person wants this, whoever it is that you're dealing with, and it could be that you're having a hard time either facing this potential or, you know, not quite feeling ready to make a choice about it. The Two of Swords can sometimes be this almost avoidance energy. It's like we're not looking at it because, one, we're either trying to feel it out intuitively, or two, we don't want to look at it because we're scared of it. So take that as it resonates, whichever works for you. Now, this could be that you've been presenting this to someone and they are sort of hesitant to get the ball rolling here. With the Queen of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. I do feel like there's definitely curiosity between you and this person. Now, this could be someone with earth and fire, someone with fire or earth, depending on what's heaviest in their chart. This could also be, like I was saying, Aquarius, this could be partially your energy and partially theirs. So fire and earth in particular. There could be some apologies exchanged here. This could also be like this spark of an idea. And to me, this feels like that higher message that might be coming in from, like, as a download or from a trusted friend or something. And it kind of gets you thinking. Like there's an idea that pops up here between you and this person. I do feel like whoever's sitting in the fire energy is this King of Wands energy. That's action taking. That's following a passion here. So I do feel like it's likely that this would be the person communicating this idea. But it doesn't have to be. So I kind of also feel like with this Page of Wands here, this could be about this fire sign having waited to speak up about this and is now doing so. So perhaps in the past, or it's taken a while for this person to step into that communication energy here. All right, this week we have the Warrior. So we're going to get some more of the story here. We have the Hermit, the Sun, and the Two of Swords. To me, this kind of feels like kind of coming out of of protection mode or coming out of like the safety that silence provides. So if you like have been avoiding communication or perhaps taking some time out to think, to me this row feels like you're stepping into the light here, into the courage to make this choice here, this Two of Swords, whether or not to manifest this Ten of Cups with this person. So let's look at this Hermit. Yeah, we've been in silence, we've been reflecting on this, maybe even dabbling in overthinking. And Nine of Cups, so trying to decide what it is that we really want here, right? With the Sun, we have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups. What's interesting here is I actually feel like this reunion energy is actually an exciting prospect to you. But I feel like when it gets up in your head, that's when you start putting the blocks up, right? It does feel like from a heart space, this is kind of what your soul is wanting, almost, with that Sun there. Let's look at this Two of Swords. We have Temperance. Yeah, you've been waiting, taking your time and making this decision. And the Eight of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, you've been really trying to piece together in your mind with that Two of Swords how this will work. If you put in the work, will it progress? Maybe even slowly approaching this with healing energy and putting the work into that aspect, just to see if it becomes more obvious to you to go towards this. I actually feel like you might be on the precipice of a decision to go ahead and go for it, to try to come together with this person and heal and work together in order to bring this about. So let's look at this last row, because I feel like we're just getting slight steps in the right direction here. And when I say right direction, it's just into the future, right? There's no right or wrong. You can make whatever decision you want to make here. So again, we have the Coffin and the Anchor. So this could kind of swing either way, and we still have the Two of Wands here, which is a crossroads, a decision point. It could go from having a rebirth into something solid, or putting an end to something that has been solid in your life. Four of Swords, Two of Wands, Knight of Swords. Let me get my deck reshuffled here. It's kind of all over the place, and we will clarify this. Sun just tried to pop out again there. So you could certainly be dealing with a Leo here. Leo, Sagittarius, perhaps. Why the Four of Swords? Ten of Swords. So there's clearly been an ending. We know that because we're talking about reuniting, right? So there's been a separation that has happened between you and this person. It does look like there's a desire to heal from this. And the Moon. But there could also be some fears cropping up here for sure. With the Two of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, we're still kind of resisting choosing left or right. And we have the Queen of Cups. There's this desire here to protect the heart. But there's also a lot of intuitive cards showing up here. And so it's like, I would pay attention to that first intuitive hit you get when encountering this situation, this communication with this person, because it looks to me like it's not uncommon for the mind to immediately take over here and kind of put things at a halt, because then we get into this very heavy mental space here. The Knight of Swords, we have the High Priestess. So again, follow that intuition. That's the thing that, and the Ten of Cups. So I really feel like your intuition is telling you to go for this thing. Because we have the Ten of Cups here. And the Two of Swords can be an intuitive card. You see the moon, the water behind her. She's blindfolded, so it's almost as though she's trying to use that third eye to determine what to do. I feel like your intuition is screaming at you here. We've got all these cards about intuition. But again, the mind steps in and is like, wait. What about this? What about that? Especially here with the Ten of Swords, Four of Swords. It's like we definitely have some fears about this, about opening up, putting our heart at risk, right? But I feel like there's a deep knowing on your part that this is a strong connection here, that this is your soul's guidance, like I was saying about the Sun here with this Knight of Cups. So again, be fearless and stand strong here. I actually kind of want to get, oh, look at that. Could be dealing with a twin flame. We also have Temperance on the board here. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. Oh my gosh. Six of Cups, King of Swords, King of Cups. See? It's like, I feel like this came up recently for you, Aquarius, where we were talking about aligning the head and the heart here, rather than one over the other. And we have the Two of Cups, and it does look like we have removed ourselves from this situation in the past, but I feel like there's an opportunity here to have that rebirth come through. So it still seems to be very reliant, obviously, on whatever choice you make here in the future position, but all signs are pointing to it's a good transition to make if you were to try to heal and reconcile with this person. Like, I'm not seeing any red flags about that. If that's something you are curious about. I kind of want to get a couple more on this Lenormand here. See, when we get the Coffin and the Tower here, the Tower is different than the Tower and the Tarot. So it's kind of like this isolation, this kind of like being at a higher spot, being able to see from a different perspective. So this Death card does feel like a rebirth to me. Let's look at this anchor. Oh, look at that. We get the Hearth. So I feel like there's something very important about this person for you. Again, we were kind of getting that mothering energy here, right, with the Queen of Pentacles. And when we get the Hearth with the anchor, I feel like this person is home to you. This person is like your home base, your source for very feminine, mothering, and I don't mean like this is your mother, right? It's just a very nurturing energy. And look at that. We get the heart on the bottom of the deck. So, I'm telling you, Aquarius, listen to that intuition, listen to that heart space, because I feel like all signs are pointing to that. Just be aware that you might have a bit of mental resistance here that kind of carries through these next couple weeks. I hope that was helpful, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.